Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Red Hawk Baseball here on the Union Sports Network as we bring you the Bixby Spartans and your Union Red Hawks. Thanks for joining us here. I'm Jim Douthit. Now, folks, it may not get any better than this tonight as the two teams, both of whom are undefeated in 6A4 district, and both teams have the two best records in all of 6A as Bixby comes in at 14-3 and Union, as you know, at 18-3. And they'll meet right here tonight. So how did Bixby get here? Their first three losses were in the first three games of the year at a Texas tournament. And since that time, Coach DeLay and his Spartans have rattled off 14 straight wins, outscoring their opponents 138-36, averaging 9 runs a game in their 14 wins. Now for Union, the tale is similar in the loss column as the Red Hawks' last loss came in Pace, Florida back on the 16th of March. But since then, 10 straight wins behind the arms of Tate Hayworth, who we'll see tonight, and TJ King, who's scheduled to throw tomorrow. Labeled TNT due to their dynamite prowess on the mound, Hayworth's ERA is a mind-blowing .685, and King as impressive at 1.75. They lead the way, and they set the precedence for this Red Hawk team, and they have all year. So get your popcorn, get the beverage of choice, sit back and enjoy this one as we'll have the starting lineups, national anthem, and the first pitch coming up on your home for the Red Hawk faithful. We are the Union Sports Network. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Union Baseball here at Union Baseball and Softball Complex for this game between the Bixby Spartans and your Union Red Hawks. First, let's meet the visitors from Bixby. Batting first, the catcher, number 3, Cooper Moore. Batting second, third baseman, number 24, Nate Murphy. Batting third, the pitcher, number 7, Max Knight. Batting fourth, number 28, the right fielder, Jack Williams. Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 14, Owen Baylor. Batting sixth, the left fielder, number 2, Carson Miller. Batting seventh, second baseman, number 5, Jake Wolfenberger. Batting eighth, Shortstop, number 18, Brian Justice. And batting ninth, center fielder, number 15, Cody Kroll. The head coach of the Bixby Spartans is Justin DeLay. Ladies and gentlemen, the Bixby Spartans. And now, let's meet the starting lineups for your Union Redhawks. Batting first, the center fielder, number 8, Grayson Tempest. Batting second baseman, number 3, Camden Knutson. Batting third, shortstop, number 7, Avery Ortiz. Batting fourth and on the bump tonight, number 14, Tatum Hayworth. Batting fifth, right fielder, number 27, Ben Fluche. Batting sixth, the catcher, number 9, Brody Briggs. Batting seventh, playing first base, number 29, T.J. King. Batting eighth, third baseman, number 2, Rhett Rogers. And batting ninth, playing left field, number 1, Gam Jones. Your coaches tonight are Brett Robeson, Justin Brown, and Brendan Alazaris. Ladies and gentlemen, your Union Redhawks. Ladies and gentlemen, if you would please rise or remain standing as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Thank you very much. Your umpires for this evening are Mike Sexton and Chris Bailey. Your scoreboard operators, Todd Briggs. Your DJ is David Rogers. I'm your announcer, Jim Douthit. Union faithful, are you ready for some baseball? Oh, you can do better than that. Union faithful, are you ready for some baseball? It's time for Red Hawk baseball. And with that, we welcome you into the broadcast. As you can probably tell from the camera angles and stuff that we've got right now, it is pretty packed. Free night for all of our Union students out there, and they've come out in droves. See a lot of soccer ladies and men. I see some football players. I saw the likes of Corbin Gunn, basketball stud for Coach Garcia. So quite a few of the kids are here. And folks, I'm glad you're here as well, because it doesn't get any better than this on a Monday night. Union Bixby, best records in all of 6A baseball right now. Bixby comes in at 14-3. Union comes in at 18-3. Bixby's won 14 straight. Union's won 10 straight. I can't draft this up. As I was writing the script earlier today, I thought, what am I going to talk about? That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Bixby is loaded. Union is loaded. Their records obviously dictate the kind of players that they have. Oklahoma State commits on both sides. ORU commit on Bixby's side. Possible an Arizona commit on our side, possible draft picks in the Major League Baseball lottery. I mean, what else is there? There's nothing else to say. So I'm just going to shut up. We're going to get going. We'll be back with the first pitch and all the festivities coming up right after this. Leading off for the Bixby Spartans, catcher number 3, Cooper Moore. And here we go. Cooper Moore steps to the dish. Cooper Moore, the Kansas University commit, steps in, first pitch swing and popped up. Well hit. Tempa's back and makes a nice grab. Makes a nice grab at the wall. So I had a couple of fans in front of me and I couldn't quite see, but obviously it wasn't Hayworth running all the way back there. That was Tempest. And a long pop fly. And Tempest able to come up with a grab, so nice job by him. Fought the sun, fought the wall, knew where he was. Third baseman, Nate Murphy. So Bixby will send up their third baseman and Nate Murphy. And 1 pitch, 1 out, a good start for Hayworth. Catches the outside part of the plate, and it's a strike. Looks like a good strike zone tonight. And we'll see if home plate umpire keeps it there the rest of the night. Right down the middle in it. 0-2. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and a great start for Hayworth. Just a little high. Defensively for Union, left to right, Jones, Tempest, and Fluchet. Rogers and Ortiz on the left side, Knutson and King on the right, and Tate Hayworth and Brody Briggs, your battery. I think I've mentioned that lineup quite a few times to the Union faithful listening tonight. Just high, 2-2 now. Nate Murphy showing some good looks. Hayworth tried to get him to chase a couple off the plate. So 2-2 now. Curveball in, just inside. Murphy forces a full count here. (3-2). Pop foul, way out of play. Beautiful weather tonight. About 80 degrees at start time. Wind was out of the south. As we look at the old Glory out there, she's just kind of hanging there, so we'll see what happens. The tops of the trees look like the wind's still blowing pretty hard, though, so we'll see what happens. And there's a strikeout. Murphy probably didn't agree with it, a little low on the zone, but Murphy will have a seat and he'll have plenty of time to think about it. Pitcher number 7, Max Knight. So Knight, former Union student, moved out to Bixby in 7th or 8th grade. He takes the first one. He rips that one just over Knutson. And that'll be a base hit for Knight. As I said, Knight used to be a Union kid, and folks moved out to Bixby. And great pickup for Bixby. Right fielder, Jack Williams. So with 1 on, 2 out, courtesy runner. Fortunately, I don't have a 21 on my roster, so I'm not too sure who the courtesy runner is, but Bixby, it's courtesy runner number 21, whoever that is. As Jack Williams, the right fielder, stands in. Just outside, 1-0. Good-looking athlete in Jack Williams. 1-0 delivery. Back up the middle, just out of the reach of Ortiz. And there'll be 2 aboard. So Knight with a base hit, Williams with a base hit, and all this done with 2 outs. Brody Briggs out to have a quick conversation with Hayworth. First baseman, number 14, Owen Baylor. Baylor steps in with 2 on, 2 away. Still nobody hurt by the 2 base hits. Well hit balls. Knight at second, Williams at first. Hayworth sets. And delivers. A 1 delivery. On its way by Hayworth. Swung. Got the attention of everybody standing on the just outside the dugout here on the right side of the field. That was roped. And a host of kids run over to get the ball. So 0-2 and won't do it again. Hayworth in a great spot to punch him out here. We'll see what he does. Sets, delivers high. Ortiz shadowing Knight right now. Hayworth a long look in. Baylor swinging the bat. 1-2. Ortiz backs off. Delivered, struck him out. Go to your room, Owen Baylor. And 2 base hits don't hurt anything, and these fans are alive. Union coming up, bottom of the first after this. Leading off for the Red Hawks, your center fielder, number 8, Grayson Tempest. So Tempest steps in, couple of base hits given up by Hayworth. No big deal as he struck out 2 in that inning. 1 looking and 1 swinging. And a long meeting on the mound right now between the Bixby infielders. I'll give us a quick chance to go over Bixby defensively. Miller, Krall, and Williams left to right in the outfield. Murphy will play third, Justice at short, Wolfenbarger at second, Baylor at first, and Knight and Moore make up your battery for the Spartans. Tempest steps in. Great crowd on hand, as I mentioned earlier. Electric environment tonight. First pitch swinging down the right field line, foul. And Tempest taking a page out of the Cooper Moore book as he was first pitch swinging. Moore gave that one a ride in the first inning, but Tempest out there to catch it. On the ground. Tempest can hustle. He's going to beat that throw. Safe. That's right. Knight was late getting off the mound, and Tempest has got wheels, and he's in there safe. And speed will kill. We've talked about that for the last 3 seasons, and Tempest showing off the wheels there. Second baseman, number 3, Camden Knutson. A look over to Todd Briggs. It's a base hit, eh? No error there. Yeah, just hustle. Just flat out hustle. So an infield hit. High chopper. We'll see if Tempest goes now. Knight, from what I hear, and that's low. Oh, and it hits him. It hits Knutson. And with nobody out, we got runners at first and second. Shortstop, number 7, Avery Ortiz. So here's Ortiz. And an off-season kind of for Ortiz so far. He's only batting .340. And I say only .340 because we know this kid's should be well in the 400s. We've got a lot of baseball left. Ortiz got an opportunity to do quite a few things. As Moore's up to throw, but nobody was at either base, so Moore has to eat it. Ortiz looks at the first pitch ball. .1-0 delivery. Swung on, and that's drilled deep. Way back. Just foul. Oh, man. This place was going to explode. Oh, my. This is only the first inning with nobody out. I don't know if I'm going to survive this entire game. Down the line foul, and Ortiz will do it again. Longest strike that we've seen this year from Ortiz. Wonder if Knight will make that mistake again. We'll see. Runners go. Everybody's safe. Tempest is safe. Knutson is safe. Double steal. And now with first base open, we're going to see what they do here. It's 2-1. Knight's going to step off the bat, or step off the rubber, regroup himself. With first base open, they're going to elect to pitch to Ortiz. Ortiz and Knight. Catches the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-2 now. On deck, Tatum Hayworth. Pitcher who had a 2-run homer last week down in Oklahoma City. Knight's going to back off again. Two. Just inside. Woo. 3-2 now. And I believe the 4 or 5 scouts that showed up early, this is what they came to see right here. One of the many storylines that we have tonight. Punches him out. Fooled him. Ortiz goes down looking. And Knight got the best of him on that one. Pitcher, number 14, Tatum Hayworth. So Hayworth steps in. He's talking to Dad about Hayworth's home run last week. Randy said he was pretty excited about it. That brings up the point that I know the Hayworth family's out there watching, so we appreciate you guys watching. Your boy's at the plate right now. First pitch is high to him. On deck, the right fielder and Ben Flouché. Runners at second and third, one out. Hayworth swinging and missing. And with runs sure to be a premium tonight, I know it's early, but it's super important to get at least one of these players across. We'll see how aggressive the called-up coaching staff is here. High. And I say called-up coaching staff because Coach Newkirk, Coach Brown, Coach Justice are all sitting this one out. Coach E, Justin Brown, and you're not going to believe it, Coach Brent Robinson is back. Robo taking off the AP tag tonight, and instead doing a little coaching from the bench as I look over at him, and he's in a similar position. I don't think he ever moved from that spot when we saw him the last couple of years. So no swing, 3-1 to Hayworth. So Coach DeLay is going to have a quick conversation with the field umpire. The question is whether Hayworth went around or not. So a couple of things there for Coach DeLay. It's probably given Knight a chance to regroup himself, as Knight's been a little erratic early on. So 3-1 to Hayworth coming up. Knutson at second. Grayson at first. Grayson Tempest at first, that is. See if Hayworth's taken here. Nothing. Swung on and missed. Nice pitch there by Knight. Fooled Hayworth. Would have been ball 4 for sure. Hayworth thought he could get a piece of that. He did not. So 3-2 now. Just outside. And Moore turns around and gives a little bit of a look to home plate umpire, but and he's asking him now. It's one of the longest conversations I think I've ever seen a catcher have with an home plate umpire. Right fielder, Ben Flouché. So Flouché steps in. Moore's going to go out and have a little bit of a conversation with Knight. Courtesy running number 15, Gage Arthur. So Arthur will be in to run for Hayworth. So Arthur at first, Knutson at second, Tempest at third, one away, and Ben Flouché, who's got some long ball. And that catches the outside part of the plate. It's 0-1. But as I was saying, Flouché's got some long ball possibilities. We saw him do it in preseason at least once here. So he can knock it around a little bit. Big changeup. It's 0-2. On deck, the Arizona State product and Brody Briggs. Outside. And that was outside for sure. So it's 1-2. Good eye by Ben. As long as he stays out of the double play, we'll see. We can extend this inning on. Swung on and foul. That'll carry him all the way back out. TJ King will corral it. Throw it back to Knight. Corey Gunn. There's a Corey Gunn sighting. Sophomore product for Union basketball. Just had a seat. Bennett Ringleb's here. A host of people. Host of the who's who. It's popped up. That'll go foul. who's who of Union students right now having their seats as we're just into the bottom of the first here. Coming up on 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. One and two now. On the ground foul. Nice cut there by Fluchet. It'll stay 1 and 2. Been in there fighting. The big gap seems to be in left center field. Miller and Kroll could not be any farther apart, I think, than they are right now. 1-2 delivery. Outside, good eye. 2 and 2 now. Two. Fouled off. Fluchet battling. Well, we get a second, and we want to thank our platinum level sponsors: Schlotsky's, River Spirit Casino, Mazio's, TTCU, DBAT, Tulsa Tech, Milo's, The Garage, and David Fisher Photography. We appreciate all they do for Union baseball. Just held up. Didn't go. The Bixby faithful not happy about it, but the Union faithful could not be any happier, and even from here, I don't think he went around. So 3-2 now. 3-2. Fans come alive. The student section knows what's up. Outside, and it's 1-0. A walk's as good as a hit right there. And the Brody chants begin from one student anyway. That's exciting. Your catcher, number 9, Brody Briggs. Andy Irwin told me that was probably our D-line, giving Brody some props. So bases loaded again. Briggs steps in high and inside. Briggs bringing his .265 batting average to the dish right now. And Bixby will come out and have a conversation. Be the first visit here. We'll take a quick timeout. Bases are loaded, 1-0, 1 out. Briggs at bat when we come back. Back live here on the Union Sports Network, and the conversation continues between the home plate umpire and one of the bench coaches for Bixby. I'm not too sure if we're arguing balls and strikes, but I can say through an inning and between an inning and a third, not even an inning and a third. A third of an inning, thank you. Home plate umpire has been consistent on both sides. We know what's on the line here, though. Knight, ball gets away, and it's second and third as Knutson rounds. And Briggs and Knight exchange some pleasantries. Yep. So Brody Briggs and Max Knight have been friends for, Todd, how long? Long time. He'll just say a long time. And so there is nothing mean happening between those two at all. Just some good chatter between friends. It's 2-0 now. Runners at second and third. Two and one now. So 2-0. TJ King on deck. Just outside. 3-1 now to Briggs. Gage Arthur at third. Ben Fluchet at second. Briggs at the dish. 3-1. Swung on, popped, foul. Murphy will give it a look, but it goes into warm-up area. No harm, no foul. 3-2 now. Three-two delivery, one away. Catches him. And must have hit his bat. It's fouled off. Thought it may have hit up around his elbow guard, but it did not. Catches the bat, and we'll do it again. Arthur at third. Fluchet at second. First base open, one away. 3-2 to Briggs. And he walks him. So 3 walks in a row. And Knight has come unraveled here in the first inning. First baseman, TJ King. Courtesy running number 5, Asher Fowler. So Asher Fowler comes in. Courtesy runs for Briggs. King, who will most likely be the starter tomorrow in Bixby, playing first tonight. Brings us 208 batting average. Knight delivers high and outside. And at this point, I'm going to say I'm just going to leave my bat on my shoulder until Knight throws one across the plate. One away. Bases are loaded. Swinging, foul. Nice rip there by King. So 1-1 now. Swung on and missed. Strike 2. A lot coming up on the Union Sports Network this week. We'll get to that schedule. Soccer, softball, all kinds of great sports coming up as we bring you the best the Red Hawks have to offer. We'll get to that here in a minute. 1-2 count to King. First time Knight's been ahead of anybody in a while. Swung on. Just foul. Base is loaded, everybody's running, so as you may have heard the folks around here say, anything in play is going to be positive. So 1-2 delivery to King. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Knight. And that brings in the dangerous third baseman, Rhett Rogers. Third baseman, number 2, Rhett Rogers. So a couple of wins so far right now. Max Knight is running up his pitch total. And Union's out ahead 2-0. as Rogers is number 8 to come to the plate tonight. And Gam Jones is on deck. Just misses 2-0. Rogers batting .239 in his 20 games played. Be a nice time for him to get a hold of one here. Outside part of the plate, 2-1. Two-one from Knight. Just high, 3-1. Are you taking here? So the press box thinks he's got a green light to rip it. 3-1 from Knight. Yep. Rogers laid off, and it was right down the middle. Everybody's going on contact. 3-2, 2 away. Rogers, love to see. Put the ball in play, and good things happen. Runners go way outside. And that'll work. Another walk and another RBI. That's 4 walks so far for Knight. Left fielder number 1, Gam Jones. So Gam Jones getting the start tonight in left field. That boy's come up with a couple of web gems already this year. 2-1 game. And Bixby's got some folks throwing in the pen. First pitch strike. Oh, 1 delivery. Jones with the bases still loaded. On the ground in play. Over to first and in time. But not before Union puts up a 3 spot. We'll head to the top of the second. Union on top, 3-0.
We're athletes,
coaches,
and your child's high school athletic trainer.
We're your friends and neighbors.
and we make our home
in green country.
Like you, we run
And fish.
hike,
and bike.
We enjoy the mountains.
and lakes.
So we know how important
Staying active is to you. Staying active is to you.
We're physicians
and therapists
Our groundbreaking treatments.
are helping you heal faster.
helping you heal faster.
We're Advanced Orthopedics of Oklahoma.
And we're the team physicians for more universities,
More high schools
And more club teams than all other providers combined.
We're focused on providing you
Personalized orthopedic care. Personalized orthopedic care.
treating the area's best teams.
And the athlete in all of us.
And the athlete in all of us.
So Miller steps in. Max Knight threw 45 pitches in that first inning. And that's Hayworth's 16th pitch so far. And it's a strike. just high and inside. 2-1 now. That one slipped out of Hayward's hands for sure. I know, understatement of the year, right? Pitch number 4 is a ball, and it's 3-1. Three-one delivery. Strike, 3-2. Three and two now. Hayward sets. Miller waits. Swung on. Back to Hayworth, and there's one away. Second baseman, Jake Wolfenbarger. So Wolfenbarger steps in. 6, 7, and 8 was due up for Bixby. Action in the pen, as we said, for the Spartans. Hayworth delivers. Catches the outside part of the plate, and he's dealing. As I may have mentioned earlier, I may not have, Hayworth, ERA, .685. And it's on display. As Wolfenbarger kind of looks back over his shoulder at the dugout. Hayworth, 0-2 delivery. Just high. High. 2-2. Struck him out. Wolfenbarger knew it. He was walking away as Briggs was catching that pitch that came across. And there's two away. Shortstop, number 18, Brian Justice. Justice steps in, shortstop, his first time up. Hayworth delivers, hits high. Two and 0. While we've got a quick second, we want to say congratulations to Union Varsity's color guard as they are the 2023 Oklahoma State champions. So congratulations to Mr. P and Mr. Cole and everybody over there at Fine Arts. Fabulous job. And congratulations to those young men and women as they get a state championship. 2-1. Two-one delivery, just outside. Whew. Briggs tried to frame it, but it's 3-1 now. To the shortstop and Justice. Three and two. In the body language of these Bixby Spartan hitters, Hayward's doing something, because the strikes that he's throwing is really frustrating him. So whatever Hayward's dealing up, whatever kind of mustard he's putting on the ball, sure fooling the Spartans right now. 3-2. See ya. Good night. That was barely in Briggs' glove, and he was tossing it back out there. Whew. Hayward's dealing. Top of the order coming up after this. Leading off at the bottom of the second, your center fielder, number 8, Grayson Tempest. So here we go again, top of the order as we head to the bottom of the second. Grayson Tempest, 1, 2, and 3. Tempest tries to lay down a bunt. So the 0-1 delivery high and outside is 1-1 now. Good cut there, and it's 1-2 now. So the 1-2 delivery coming to Tempest, who's 1 for 1 tonight. Knight delivers. Struck him out, gets away from him. Tempest hustling down to first, but he'll get out. So Knight records his 3rd strikeout. And if you and now they're going to say it's a foul ball, so we're going to go back. And boy, Bixby's had more conversations with the umpires this inning and a half than I think our coaching staff has had all year with any of them. So it's back to 2-2, I believe. So we're looking for a quick call. We believe it's 2-2 now to Tempest as he'll step back in. And regardless, Knight's coming away. Knight the pitch. On the ground, foul. I got to hand it to home plate umpire. He just let him down. So we'll see what the count is. We believe it's 2-2. Game Changer's got it at 3-2. Regardless, the pitch is coming no matter what. Pop foul. So we'll probably get a signal here in just a second if it's wrong. But regardless, what I was getting ready to say is I love that the umpire kind of let the Bixby coach speak his mind and then just walk away. So we know there's 2 strikes. We'll just leave it at that. 2-strike delivery. Fouled off again. Tampa's making him work. So 1-2 delivery. Struck him out. Tempest got caught looking. And I had strikeout written down anyway, and it'll come to fruition as he does strike out. So that's strikeout number 3 for Knight tonight. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. So Knutson steps in. Grayson Tempest and Avery Ortiz exchange some notes on Max Knight. Max Knight goes to work. Oh, that was nasty. Knight dialed that up. That thing started off way off the plate. Snuck back in over it. So Knight's starting to find his rhythm. Check swing, swung on that one. So it's 0-2 now. Knight delivers high. 1-2. Good eye by Camden Knutson. Knutson was hit by a pitch the first time up. after Tempest got on with a base hit. It was almost like Knight was paying more attention to Tempest at first and pegged Knutson. 1-2 now. Just a little bit low, and it's 2-2. Another big curveball, but that just misses outside, and it's 3-2. Three-two delivery. Swung on. Oh, and got caught in the sun. Murphy couldn't see it. And Knutson is on with a base hit. Man, that was rifled right at Murphy, and he had to kind of olay it. And it's that time of year where that sun is a beast and eat up some left fielders and some left infielders as well. Shortstop, Avery Ortiz. So Ortiz is up, struck out his first time up, but probably hit the longest foul ball and maybe at least this year for Union. As he cranked one down the left field line, but it was foul. First pitch in there for a strike. So Knutson at first. After a nice base hit that Murphy just couldn't pick up. Tatum Hayworth, the pitcher, on deck. Pitch. It just catches the inside part of the plate, and it's 0-2. Ortiz seemed to get a little fooled on that one as he kind of tilted his head back to the left a little bit. Come on, Avery, chance begin. Ortiz looks in high. Good eye by the Oklahoma State prospect. 1-2. Throw down to first. Not in time. Knutson gets back. Moore doing his best Brody Briggs impression. We've seen Briggs do that a handful of, well, more than a handful of times, a lot. Knutson, not to be fooled, gets back in time. Nice block by Owen Baylor down at first. 2-2. Swung on and struck him out. And for the second time tonight, Ortiz goes down. Strikeout. Your pitcher, number 14, Tatum Hayworth. So Hayworth comes up. Walked his first time up. And really, it was Hayworth that. And that's down the line, fair. That's going to go. Miller on his horse to get it. He'll slide in. They're going to hold him up there. Whew, and that was a late call by Coach E as Knutson rounded the bag. But Coach E holds up Knutson there. And Hayworth was in safely with a double. Courtesy running number 15, Gage Arthur. So Arthur comes in. Now batting the right fielder, Ben Flouché. So Flouché steps in, and he ropes one to left field. 1 run will score. On his horse is Arthur. 2 runs come home. And Flouché with a 2 RBI double. With 2 outs. And Knight is getting knocked all the way around. And, you know, that's a point right there that Coach E holds up Knutson. Instead of making it close at home, we get 2 runs out of it and not 1. So a great job by Coach E to come in and do that. Catcher number 9, Brody Briggs. So Briggs steps in. Again, Murphy over at third, shielding his eyes as best he can. First pitch, nice one by Knight. Big curveball, and it's in there for a strike. One delivery. 0-2. As I mentioned earlier, Knight and Briggs have been best friends for a really long time. These are the matchups that you write books about. Brody walked his first time up. The 0-2 delivery here. Swung on. And that's it. So strikeout number 3 of the inning for Knight, number 5 overall, but Union puts up 2 more runs, and it's 5-0 Union. We'll be back.
At Raising Cane's, we're huge football fans, but we're also fans of your local fundraisers and fun runs, small victories and big ideas. And yes, even the neighborhood animal shelter. I was getting to that. Plus over 30,000 other partners in the communities we serve. When you order our hand-battered chicken fingers, craveable cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade to cheer on your home team, you're also supporting your hometown. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers, one love.
Just got a nice message from Emily Barkley. Congratulations to Union High School Boys Golf as their team champs. They defended home turf and won the Union Invitational today. Tweet says, our second best rounds of the season with scores of 298 and 310. Sammy led the way with a second place finish and was backed by the rest of the team shooting their lowest rounds of the season. So congratulations to boys golf tonight. Leading off for Bixby, center fielder Cody Kroll. So Cody Kroll steps in, 5-0 Union. Say hi to everybody listening in Florida right now. Leadership team down there, so we want to say hi to them. 0-2 quickly, Hayworth out ahead. If you're just tuning in, well, you've missed a lot. Union got 3 in the first and 2 in the second, and given Hayworth quite a bit of breathing room. It's now 2-1. So 9-1-2 coming up for Bixby. Swung on, fouled. We'll do it again. 2-2. Great crowd on hand as well. Probably one of the nicest, I'm going to say the nicest night we've had so far for baseball. Yeah, in 7 years, as that's ripped to center field. Cody Kroll with a base hit, and he'll lead off Bixby. That'll bring back the top of the order. Catcher, Cooper Moore. Moore steps in. He popped out back in the first on a long, first pitch swinging, as a matter of fact. And a long drive that Tempest had to run quite a ways to catch, but hit it high enough. Tempest had plenty of time to get underneath it, but it was to the warning track, so he gave it a ride. Hayward delivers a little high. Kroll at first. Big lead there by Kroll. And it's 1-1. It's 1-1 delivery. Runner goes, gets away from Briggs. It's going to scamper all the way to the dugout, and Kroll will be in there safe. Briggs, for once, didn't come up with it cleanly, and he's not happy with himself. I believe it may have hit the home plate umpires. They both kind of tapped each other on the chest protector. So, regardless, it's 2-1 now. Kroll over to second base. Knutson over to second. He'll back off. Hayward delivers. In there for a strike. And Moore not happy about it. And the Spartan faithful right in front of me are not happy about it as well. 2-2 now. Hayward delivers, and that's rocketed right out. Oh! And Fluchet misplays it, came in on it. It'll get by him. 1 run will score. And Moore gets in with a triple. Fluchet's kind of shaking his head right now. He came in on it. Next thing he knew, it was over his head. And with the wind blowing in, he just misplayed it. So a triple and an RBI, which should have been really a routine fly ball for Fluchet. We've seen his defensive prowess before. He should have caught that one. Third baseman, number 24, Nate Murphy. So Murphy comes up, struck out his first time up. And with nobody out, Bixby looks to threaten here again, as Moore stands safely at third. Hayward delivers. In there, big breaking ball for a strike, and it's 0-2. How big is a strikeout here? Hayward's got 4 on the evening. Is this number 5? Pitch just outside, a little low. Good pitch, wasting one there. See if Murphy would chase. It's 1-2 delivery. Swung on to second. That'll get down. And a base hit by Nate Murphy will score the run. And it's 5-2 Bixby. And Knight can help himself here. Pitcher number 7, Max Knight. So Knight steps in. He got a base hit back in the first. With nobody out. Bixby trying to erase this 5-run lead in this inning alone. Hayworth inside, and I believe just missed him. Oh, no, it did hit him. It's a little bit of a laugh there by Knight. And now the struggles that we saw Knight have in the first inning come back to haunt Hayworth a little bit, and Robo will come out, have a little conversation with him. His first meeting as he takes off the assistant principal tag and puts on the coaching tag and is out to have a conversation with Hayworth. So Jack Williams comes up, Tatum Robb courtesy runs, and it's 1st and 2nd with nobody out. That's in the dirt, 1-0. So Knight gets hit by a pitch. Tatum Robb comes in to courtesy run for him. And Jack Williams, who looks like that boy's got some power. Base hit back in the 1st. Stands in just outside. We've seen that as a strike before, but unfortunately not this time. It's 2-0 delivery. Hayworth will step off the rubber and look at Murphy back. Stare Murphy back to second base. So Nate Murphy at second. Tate Robb at first. Hayworth the 2-0 delivery. In there for a strike, that boy. Two 2-1. Pop down the right field line, foul. Nicely look out there. If Murphy does pull that one, Flouché's got a long way to run. And a big gap between Tempest and Flouché out there in right center field. 2-2 delivery. Swung on foul. Nice little change up by Hayworth. Fooled him. It's 2-2. Oh, where did that miss? Dadgum, 3-2, just a little high maybe. Whoo, baby. Wanted that one bad. 3-2 delivery by Hayworth coming. Just a little low. And Williams will get the walk, which will load the bases. First baseman, Owen Baylor. Owen Baylor, the big lefty, steps in. Now the big gap moves from right center to left center. First pitch swinging, big cut, and it's 0-1. You know when that ball comes straight back at you, it's a darn good hack. And that did us here. Big breaking ball, yeah, yes sir, 0-2. And Spicer's fired up. Every time I look out there, he's getting excited. I love to see that. When our kids get in here and get behind our other student athletes, that's pretty cool. 0-2 delivery from Hayworth. Struck him out. Attaboy. Owen Baylor sent packing. Hayworth just stepped back and just blew it by him. A big out there. Left fielder Carson Miller. Miller steps in. He grounded out back in the second. What a big out that is. Forced at any base. Defensively, Union has looked really good all year. And I'm sure that was one of the things that Robo reminded Tate Hayworth when he walked out there was, hey, kid, just throw strikes and let your defense do their thing. That misplay by Fluchet was a play that we haven't seen at home all year as that's popped up. Jones gets it in. Throw coming home. They hold him. Oh, the runner does not advance, and what a huge out. They didn't even try to test Gam Jones's arm there. Rogers cut it down. Beautifully defensively handled. Second baseman, Jake Wolfenbarger. So Wolfenbarger steps in. He struck out his first time up back in the second. Hayworth now with 2 outs. He's back to throwing strikes and getting ahead of batters, as he did really through the first 2 innings, shall we say. 0-1 delivery, pop foul, and it's 0-2. Nate Murphy, I'm not too sure what he's doing to Hayworth, but he's acting like he's going to try to come home. Just trying to throw off Hayworth's rhythm, I'm sure. Not 100% sure that's going to work on the senior. 0-2. Popped up, and that's going to come right back at us. And we'll do it again. Oh, 0-2 coming from Hayworth. Time. Called by Wolfenbarger. Well, we've got time. Girls and boys soccer is in action tomorrow. That's Tuesday, April 4th, as the Enid Plainsmen trek up I-44 to take on the Union Red Hawks soccer clubs. Girls at 6, boys at 8, right here on the Union Sports Network. Swung on, popped up. Briggs gives it a look. Off with the mask. And that'll be just out of play. So we hope you can make it. Weather, I'm not too sure what the weather's supposed to be. I've heard it's going to be, good. Good tomorrow night. Meteorologist Todd Briggs says the weather's going to be beautiful. So if Todd Briggs says it's going to be beautiful, folks, you know it's going to be beautiful. Tomorrow, girls at 6, boys at 8 can't make it. Brandon McCombs tomorrow night right here on the Union Sports Network. Swung on. Ortiz over to third. Tags him. Woo! Rhett was not where he was supposed to be, but Rogers with a diving play to tag the runner. So he should have been at third, but he wasn't. Whoo! We get out of that one. Bixby gets 2. We'll be back. So TJ King steps in. New pitcher for the Spartans is Cole Piles. First time we believe he's pitched this year, at least as far as we can tell. So Piles is in. Knight's done for the night. See what I did there? Knight's done for the night. Thank you very much. 4 hits, 5 runs, all earned, 4 walks and 5 strikeouts. The line for Max Knight. That's outside. 2-0. It's a 2-0 delivery to King. Swinging strike 1. It's 2-1. Outside 3-1. King showing some patience there. King struck out back in the first. 3-1 delivery to him. He ropes that one to left. That's going to fall, and that'll be a base hit for King. Miller over there to cut it off. Nice piece of hitting by King, and he leads it off with a single. 7, 8, 9 due up. King, Rogers, and Jones. Third baseman, Rhett Rogers. Rogers steps in now. We'll see if what Rogers does here. Speedy Gam Jones is on deck. First pitch. Rogers looked like he was going to square around a bunt. It's high. Two and 0. So 2-0 delivery coming from Piles. High, throw back down, almost got him. Oh, and he did get him. The throw beat him for sure. And King gets thrown out. Moore gunned it down. The 3-0 delivery. It's coming to Rogers. Right down the middle, 3-1. So 3-1. That'll be high. Instead of 2 on, now it's 1 on. And Gam Jones comes up. Left fielder, Gam Jones. So what should be first and second is just now first, but 5-2 lead. Rogers has got to be careful. Moore's got a cannon behind the plate. Jones tries to lay it down. Rogers is back quickly. And it's strike 1. So Jones gives Coachy a long look down at third base. Rogers is off. Piles looks over. Set, throws it back. Woo! Piles has got a nice return. Unions needs to pay attention. Folks, there's a reason that Bixby's 14-3, that's for sure. Well, also a reason that we're 18-3. So there you have it. Murphy in on the grass. Jones swinging away. It's 0-2. Now Rogers over to, that's Coach Justin Brown. Get some direction from him. Jones back in. Piles looks for the sign. Oh, 2 delivery, just inside. Nice stop there by Moore. Kind of in that butterfly stance that you see goaltenders in so often in hockey. Nice stop there by Moore. Rogers' lead is not quite as big now. It is. Piles delivers. On the ground. This could be 2. There's 1 over to first. High, not in time. Gam Jones' speed shows off there. They get the lead runner in Rogers. But Gam Jones is safe at first. And we head to the top of the order. Center fielder Grayson Tempest. So Tempest checks in. 1 for 2 tonight. Base hit back in the first. Struck out in the second. Camden Knutson on deck. Whew. Piles with a nice throw over to first. Gam Jones with a sizable lead. Piles delivers home and it's high. So it's true what Piles gives up throwing home, he makes up for pickoff play to first. It's about time for Tempest to uncork one here. 1-0 delivery, high. I don't know if he gets one to uncork. That would be the question. (5-2). She's Joanna Estrada, Andy Irwin back there under the controls. I'm Jim Douthit. Thanks for joining us on the home of Red Hawk fans. We are the Union Sports Network. I know you're enjoying this one. That's low, 3-0. Long look in, high, and Tempest will walk. Good eye by Tempest. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. Knutson in. Speed at second, speed at first for sure. And with 2 away, Knutson got hit by a pitch in the first, had a base hit in the second. We'd like to see him go 2 for 2 at this point. Pile sets. High, and it's ball 1. Delivery to Knutson. Jones at second, Tempest at first. In there for a strike. It's 1-1. Folks, it is officially standing room only down here in the student section. There are kids everywhere. It's a great atmosphere. And just like that, Bixby will come out and have a conversation at the mound. We'll take a quick timeout. 1-1's the count. 2 out, 2 on. We'll be back. Back live. Knutson in here, 1-1, 2 outs. As I said, Jones at second, Tempest at first. One delivery. On the ground, base hit. They're going to send Jones. Throw home. Not in time. Coach E knew what he had in Jones, and Jones comes all the way around to score. And it's 6-2. Oh, baby. Knutson with a big base hit and an RBI. Nice throw by Miller, but Jones just a little too speedy. Shortstop, Avery Ortiz. 6-2. No, your score. Oh, yeah, you're right. The score is right on the scoreboard, but it doesn't say 1 out there. So, Eli, I'll take a hamburger and then whatever these guys want. It's a little high, but it'll be called a strike, and it's 0-1. And we have the best students on the planet coming in here to get our order to feed us. Eli Hayes, attaboy. Nice block there by Moore. And it's 1-1. It's 1-1. Tatum Hayworth on deck. Ortiz tonight 0 for 2, struck out twice. Oklahoma State product looks at 1-1 pitch. He pops it up. Sky high. Wolfenbarger calls for it. Nope. Now it's Baylor. And that'll end the threat, but not before Union gets another run off a base hit by Knutson. And Gam Jones with the big legs gets himself home, and it's 6-2 Union.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network. 6-2 Union on top. Leading up for Bixby, shortstop, Brian Justice. Brian Justice steps in. Struck out back in the second. Hayworth preparing to throw his 65th pitch of the evening. And it's on the ground. Ortiz quickly over in time. Woo! Ortiz doesn't charge that. And Justice with the wheels would have been safe, but Ortiz knows what he's doing, and there's one away. One pitch, one out. And a nice job by Ortiz to gobble that up. He knows what to do with it. Center fielder Cody Kroll. So Kroll steps in. As I said, 8, 9, and 1 due up for Bixby. And 2 pitches, 2 strikes. One and one now. And the amazing Director of Student Activities, Megan Bender, is checking in. Miss Bender, hello. Thanks for all you do for our students, leadership, etc. and so forth. You are amazing. Hi to you. And the boys watching, I'm sure, tonight. 1 and 2. Hayworth, foul by Kroll. Base hit back in the 3rd inning for Kroll. One-two delivery. Swung on, and that's down the line fair. That's going to get all the way to the wall. Fluchet quickly over to get it back in, and that's a double. And Cody Kroll goes 2 for 2 with a base hit and a double. Thanks to my spotter and Todd Briggs. Man, you do everything, Todd. You're a meteorologist, you're a spotter, you keep score. We won't say that on the air. Next up for Bixby, number 3, Cooper Moore. Popped up. Briggs with the mask off. It's going to just come out of play. And the student section was beginning to scatter like little ants when you step on the mound. That was kind of funny. What's funny is the baseball boys were the ones going after the ball. Everybody else was like, get out of the way. One delivery. Back up the middle. That's going to get down. Tempest over quickly. That'll score 1 run. Tempest back in quick, though. Nice arm by him and nice hustle. Base hit by Moore. But that could have been a double if it wasn't for Tempest cutting it off and the cannon he's got. And it's now 6-3. Third baseman, number 24, Nate Murphy. Another shout out tonight. Brett Morgan watching up, or down, I should say, down there, sending me a pretty good text. And yes, sir, I look just like Bob Uecker on the big plays. Absolutely. Hayworth over to first, not in time. Keeping everybody honest there. Murphy struck out in the first. Base hit back in the third. Hayworth delivers, and that's popped up. That's going to be well foul. Not quite as long as the foul we saw from Avery Ortiz earlier. Regardless, Murphy got around on that one quickly. So 0-2 delivery. We thank Eli Hayes, our runner tonight, keeping us fed. Appreciate everybody down in the concession making it. Throw over, boy, if that's in time or if that's a little lower. Would have caught more. Hayworth's got to trust his defense right here, though. And I can hear Joey Witcher saying that as we speak. Hayworth back over. Not in time, it gets away from King. They're going to test him, and that's going to be safe. Yep. King couldn't come up with it. Moore's going to scamper down to second. So I'm not too sure if that hit Moore in the helmet or not, as King was trying to lay the tag down. Regardless, we'll do it again at 0-2. But now, unfortunately, run number 4 is at scoring position for the Spartans. And Murphy, as I said, is 1 for 2. Ortiz shadowing Moore. Hayworth comes home and it's popped up. Flouché on his horse. Running in time. And a big cannon by him over to Rogers. And there's 2 away, and that's a big out. That is a huge out. I'm wondering if Ben's had a little tough time playing it because he took a step back and then he sprinted forward like he didn't pick that one up either. I'm not too sure what the lights are doing to him out there, but regardless, there's 2 away. Pitcher number 7, Max Knight. Knight will be intentionally walked. As I say, he was the pitcher. He's the designated hitter as well, so that's how he was listed, so that's why he's hitting. So they'll intentionally walk Knight to bring up the right fielder in Jack Williams. Right fielder, Jack Williams. So first and second now. Sets up the force at all 3 bases. First pitch swinging is Williams, and it's 1-2. Jack Williams, base hit in the first, walked in the third. First pitch swinging, a second pitch, buries that one in the dirt. Williams doesn't chase it, and it's 1-1. So Knight at first, Moore at second. Hayward deals, swinging. Woo! Hayward just reared back and blew that by him, and it's 1-2. One and two. Briggs sets up inside, I should say. Knutson over to second. Hayward delivers home. Struck him out. Oh, my. Huge is an understatement, Mr. Briggs, as Hayworth walks off, getting himself out of a big jam there. We head to the bottom of the 4th. Whew. Union on top, 6-3. Middle of the order due up. 4, 5, and 6. Hayworth, Fluchet, and Briggs. As Pyle steps in for his second inning of work for the Spartans. Leading off for Union, your pitcher, number 14, Tatum Hayworth. Tate steps in, 6'3". And Hayworth got himself into a little bit of trouble, but pitched himself out of it. As he picked up strikeout number, let's see as I look through here, 7? 6 strikeouts. That's up the middle. That's going to go all the way to the wall. Hayworth, that's to the wall. He's going to stop at a double. And he looks back and gives the bow almost to the bench. Helping himself out is the bat of Hayworth. Courtesy running number 15, Gage Arthur. Oh, baby. Who is that kid? Right fielder, number 27, Ben Fluchet. So Fluchet steps in. Walk in the first, a double. Back in the second part of that 2-run inning, he knocked them both in. So he's 1 for 1 so far. They'll throw back and keep Arthur close to second. Now, we've seen Piles, and what he can do very, very well is pick off. See how pick off at first. He's got some good pickoff moves to first. Moore was the one that threw out the runner at first last inning, but Piles, no slouch, so I'm sure he can go back to second pretty good. So Wolfenbarger creeps in. Piles sends it home. Big breaking ball, and that was, kind of appeared to be high. And out comes the coach. So out comes the coach. We'll take a quick timeout. 6-3. And they are going to change. So they're going to change pitchers. We will take a timeout. I'll let you know who the new pitcher is when we come back. So Ben Flouché steps in. A little bit defensive change for Bixby as Justice will take over on the mound. And Cade Lewis will come in and play short. And first pitch in there for a strike. Excuse me, I'm going to say that's the second pitch, so it should be 1-1, I believe. Because there was, Piles did have a pitch. No, you're good. Piles did have a pitch, so it's 1-1 now. Catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 1-2. So from my understanding, this kid's got a lot of innings for Bixby. And the first two pitches are in there for a strike, and you can see why. Big lead, off second. Swung on the ground. Advanced the runner. Nicely done. There's one away, but run number 7's only 90 feet away. Flouché reaches on a sacrifice fielder's choice, if you will. And that'll bring in the Arizona State product. Now batting your catcher number 9, Brody Briggs. Briggs steps in tonight. Walked back in the first, struck out in the second. And an opportunity to help out his pitcher in Hayworth. Catches the outside part of the plate, and it's 0-1. Justice in, way outside that time. Looked like the same pitch, but didn't quite catch the outside part of the plate like the first one did, and it's 1-1. Hayworth 90 feet away. Briggs gives that one a ride. Out to center. Runner tags. Throw home. Not in time. And Briggs does his job. Sack fly. Great job by Briggs to give that one a ride deep enough. Throw wasn't even close. That's going to bring in first baseman TJ King. King in, 1 for 2 tonight. Struck out in the first, base hit back in the third, and then got thrown out by Moore. First pitch, swing and strike. Justice throwing some BBs right now. It's 0-2. King steps off, he'll adjust his glove and step back in. Rhett Rogers getting loose in the on-deck circle. Down. They're going to say he went. And he did. So King goes down on a strikeout, but Union gets another run. In every inning, Union's got to run. We head to the 5th, 7-3, Union.
Get $200 from TTCU when you open a new checking account with direct deposit. What would you buy with $200?
100 coloring books and a puppy.
Or maybe some groceries and a tank of gas? $200 from TTCU.
Back live here on the Union Sports Network is UC Tate Hayworth getting ready to throw his 79th pitch. As he's thrown 78 through 4. And he'll face first baseman number 1, Owen Baylor. So Owen Baylor steps in. Baylor tonight is 0 for 2 with 2 strikeouts. And Hayworth wants a quick conversation with Briggs. So 7-3, as you can see there on our logo, and it's high, first pitch high, 1-0. Defensively, nothing has changed for Union. Jones in left, Tempest in center, Fluchet in right. Rogers at third, Ortiz at short. Knutson and King at second and first, respectively. And it's 2-0 to Baylor. 2-0 delivery, pop straight back here, foul. Two-one. Yeah, in there for a strike, 2-2. Two-two delivery. Struck him out. Seven strikeouts now for Hayworth, 3 of which are going to be given to Owen Baylor. Left fielder number 2, Carson Miller. So Miller, 0 for 2 tonight, grounded out in the second, popped out back in the third. First pitch, swing and strike. So 0-1 delivery from Hayworth. Just a little high. I think it might have been where Briggs caught that one. Might have fooled the home plate umpire because that sure looked good from this direction. Regardless, 1-1, just outside 2-1 now. Again, a lot of sports coming up. Soccer tomorrow night as Enid comes up I-44. Girls at 6, boys at 8. Slow pitch softball this Thursday. You can join me at 4 o'clock and at 7. Strike number 2 is Monica Franklin and the ladies of the Diamond, shall we say. Take on Pryor and then Muskogee. That'll be Thursday. Andy Irwin's a busy man this time of year. And he loves it, he said. 2-2 delivery. Blow it by him, kid. Oh, not quite. Jammed him a little bit. Nice swing by Miller. We'll do again at 2-2. Coach E out of the dugout to adjust defense a little bit as Jones starts to move to his left just a tad. Tempest playing just about straightaway center. Briggs sets up outside. Popped straight back. Again, we'll do it again, 2-2. You know, this gives us an opportunity to tell our stakeholders out there thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all that you do. the facilities we have, the ability to bring these broadcasts to you, it's because of you. You believe in our leadership, and that's going to be fair. Down the line, Jones over to cut it off quickly. He bobbles it. And Miller will be in with a double. But as I said, none of this is possible without you guys believing in leadership, and we thank you for it. We couldn't thank you anymore. But one away, the double by Miller, and the Spartans will not go away. Next up for the Spartans, number 5, Jake Wolfenbarger. First pitch swinging, that's popped up. Flouché on his horse. Knutson over. Nice job by Knutson. Wow, and that was all his. He called it the entire way. And that's a big out. And there's 2 away. Knutson had to make a long run to find it, but he tracked it well the entire way. And as I said, there's 2 away. Next up, number 18, Brian Justice. So Justice, who came in relief, third pitcher night, pickoff play, almost got him. Ooh, Knutson over. Hayworth with a nice turnaround, and that just about ended the inning there. Anyway, Brian Justice started out playing shortstop. Now he's pitching for the Spartans. He'll be the third pitcher tonight that the Spartans have used. He struck out and grounded out, popped the first one up foul. On the ground, Knutson up, throws. We're out of the inning. Hayworth letting his defense do his work for him. We head to the bottom of the 5th, Union up by 4. Leading off for Union, third baseman Rhett Rogers. Back live here as Rhett Rogers steps in. Justice back to work for the Spartans. 7-3. 8-9-1 due up for Union. Scam Jones step is on deck. That offering is olayed by Moore and lets it go all the way to the backstop, and it's 1-1. Good crowd still. A few of the Spartan fans have started to leave, struck him out. I believe, I'm not too sure what Rogers was upset about. Yeah, you know the count. So Roger, well, now we're going to have a little conversation, Coach E. I'm not too sure what the plan is here. Oh, and that may have been what we're asking about. So Andy Irwin mentioned the fact that Rogers may be asking for some interference. Home plate umpire says something to Rogers. 1-2 delivery, and Rogers gets back in there. I'll ask Rhett tomorrow when I see him what he was asking about. But regardless, it's 1-2 now. The lead is 4. In the dirt, 2-2. Rogers with a good eye there. Two. Swung on and driven deep. Not deep enough as Kroll's on it. And there's one away. Woo. Oh, that's right. Max Knight's at center now. Thank you, sir. Some defensive changes. Left fielder, Gam Jones. So Knight's at center now. Big breaking pitch outside. It's 1-0. Jones grounded out to second in the first. And then got on base through a fielder's choice back in the third. He steps back in the box with the count at 1-1. Pitch number 3 to Jones, and it's 1-2. One-two delivery in the dirt, 2-2. On deck, we head back to the top of the order, and Grayson Tempest. Just outside, 3-2. Woo! Jones with the good eyes. Three-two. Swung on foul. Jones spoils that one from Justice. Three-two down the line again, foul. Jones staying alive here. Jones again looks at the delivery from Justice. It's outside. Jones with great patience, and he walks. So with one out, the speedy Jones. Center fielder Grayson Tempest. Tempest's in. 1 for 2 tonight, up 3 times. Base hit in the first, struck out in the second, and walked in the third. Knutson on deck. Let's see what Tempest does. Doesn't square around. The first pitch is a ball. So the thought in the press box here was that he might bunt. Let's see what Tempest does here. Jones got some wheels, as we know. Big lead there. That's just catches the outside part of the plate, 1-1. Knutson on deck, and that boy's been money tonight. Two for two with an RBI. Got hit by a pitch in the first. Cam Jones goes in, and he's there. Jones almost overslid the bag, but by the time Justice got it over to Moore, or excuse me, by the time Justice got over to Baylor, Jones was sliding in. That's the speed. Even a pickoff play, you can't pick him off. Hats off, Cam Jones. In scoring position. One to Tempest. Swung on, lifts it to center. Knight underneath it. He'll pretend like he's going. Boy, and that was a bullet by Knight. Whoo, baby. That's a good thing Jones didn't go, because that was an absolute strike from Max Knight. Second baseman, Camden Knutson. Knutson, as I said, money tonight. 2 for 2. Hit by a pitch back in the first. RBI. Couple of base hits. We'll see what he can do with a runner in scoring position in Cam Jones. On the ground. Nice play by the shortstop. In Cade Lewis. That'll retire it the first time a Union comes away without a run, I should say. In this game, we head to the top of the sixth. 6 outs away.
Trevor, get on the fence. Corbin, get on the fence. Ross, get on the fence. Jake, get on the fence. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Ross. Up here. Let's go, Tony. Snap, baby.
Cody Kroll steps in. 2 for 2 tonight. Base hit and a double in the third and the fourth inning, respectively. Hayworth back. And his 95th pitch is a ball. 4-run lead for Union, 6 outs away. That's in the dirt, 2-0. A host of Red Hawk players down in the bullpen warming up, playing a little catch down there. So I imagine Wade Kelly, if I had to guess, would be the one to come in. Swung on foul, and it's 2-1. Say Wade Kelly or Hunter Herring. Grayson Tempest is out there. No, he's not down there. That's true. Yeah, he's well. Tempest would be on the list as well. 2-2. Hayworth right back at it. Tell you what, Hayworth's got himself in a little bit of trouble tonight, but man, let's not forget who we're playing. Bixby Spartans, they're dangerous, they're good, they're well coached, and that's roped to left field, and that is foul. That was a ball very similar to what Avery Ortiz hit back in the first inning. And Hayworth can't make that mistake again. Because Cody Kroll is 2 for 2 tonight, as I said earlier, with a base hit and a double. So 2-2. Hayward delivers pop foul again. Now, great job for Kroll. Kroll working it, getting that pitch count up high on Hayworth, as that was pitch number 100. 120 is the max. Swung on. Oh, what a grab by Rogers! Oh, my! Webb Gem City there for Rogers. 2 steps to his left, and woo, baby. What a grab. Wish I had eyes in the back of my head to see Dad sitting behind me. Rogers, nicely done there, but we head back to the top of the order, and this is Cooper Moore. Moore's 2 for 3. Triple base hit in the 3rd and 4th inning, and then popped out back in the 1st. It's 1-0. Uncorks that one, popped up. Knutson calls for it. He's got it. There's 2 away. Next up for the Spartans, number 24, Nate Murphy. Murphy, 1 for 2 tonight. Base hit back in the 3rd and an RBI. Just misses 1-0. And a nervous Randy Hayworth sits almost directly in front of us here in the press box. Swung on, popped up. Rogers gives it a look, but it'll be just foul. That would be a long run for Rogers. He would actually have to leave the stadium in order to make that play. Running through the sun. Thanks very much, Andy Irwin. Sun's not out. That's. Thank you. I've recognized that. Yeah. It will not, and rightfully so. 1-1 delivery now. Yeah, just missed. Woo. Popped up again. And the umpire gets a lot of new balls on that one. Everything's going out of the stadium right now. So deuces on the board. Nobody on. Murphy. Hayworth. Struck him out. Caught it. Another strikeout by Hayworth. And we head to the bottom of the 6th. Union on top by 4 still. Leading off for Union, number 7, Avery Ortiz. So Ortiz leads us off here, bottom of 7. Ortiz tonight 0 for 3. First pitch in the dirt. It's 1-0. Justice delivers. There's a strike. 1-1 now. So if I told you that Union had scored 7 runs and Ortiz was 0 for 3, you'd probably call me a liar. But it's true. Swung on, and that's out to left, but right at Miller, and there's 1 away. Your pitcher, number 14, Tatum Hayworth. Hayworth deserves a little bit bigger applause than he got there because that kid's been money. On the mound with his bat, and that's first pitch swinging, that's foul. Hayworth is feeling it. Got himself into a little bit of jam, got himself out of it. And I'll read it to you. Walked in the first, doubled in the second, doubled in the fourth. Boom. What else do you want? 1-2 now. Oh, I'm going to say it's 0-2 now. Oh, it is 0-2 now. Yeah, it is 0-2. 0-2. Justice delivers. Hayworth to second. Wolfenbarger to first in time, and there's 2 away. Right fielder, Ben Fluche. So Fluche comes in. He's done all right for himself as well. Walked in the first, doubled in the second, reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth. And that boy's got 3 RBIs tonight. Brody Briggs on deck. Ooh, nasty, and it's 1-1. Right back at us. It's 1-2. You said Hayworth was at 108? 108 pitches. 107.5 pitches for Hayworth. We imagine he'll come back out to try to close it out as that's popped up. Baylor gives it a long run but runs out of room. And it's 1-2. Oh, and a little rally trumpet from David Rogers. Look at him. Yeah, there's a charge. One kid's paying attention. Swung on the ground. Cade Lewis in time. And Union goes in order, but they're only 3 outs away from taking game 1 against this very powerful Bixby Spartans team. Don't go anywhere, folks. Hayworth back on the bump after this. Welcome back as Hayworth steps in his 108th pitch, getting ready to come. And he'll face, let's see, who is this? Max Knight. Leading off for Bixby, Max Knight. So Knight steps in. He started pitching tonight, and while I've got a quick timeout, I want to say thank you to the Haskell Fire Department, the Muskogee Fire Department, and the Boynton Fire Department, who were nice enough to do their jobs and come out and put out a pretty large grass fire that was just south of the new property that my wife and I own. She was nice enough to let me know that everything was good. Surprisingly, she was out there watering the grass with a bunch of firefighters right down the street. I don't know. Crazy as it sounds, she had makeup on, and I was like, wow, babe, you look great. Then I found out the fire department was right down the street. I was like, yeah, that makes sense. 0-2, top of 7, Knight on. Hayworth 0-2. Just a bit outside. It's 1-2. But again, a lot of those firefighters in Haskell and Boynton for sure volunteer, and I can't thank them enough. Matter of fact, all you first responders, we always owe you a debt of gratitude, and you never hear it enough. So 1-2 now. Struck him out. Huge strikeout. That's 9 strikeouts for Hayworth so far. Oh my. And the powerful Jack Williams comes up. Base hit in the first, walked in the third, struck out in the fourth. Hayworth dealing. It's almost like Hayworth has gotten stronger as this game's gone on sometimes. Ooh, big breaking ball. Just missed the inside of the plate. One and one. Swung on. Foul. So Williams, 1 and 2 now. Hayworth delivers. Just missed. Wow. Just a little high, I'm assuming. Home plate umpire's hearing it right now from the Union faithful. You heard it from the Spartan faithful earlier. Whew, 2 and 2 now. Every pitch counts. In the dirt, 3 and 2. Hayworth gave a look at them into the dugout. Checking on pitch count right now. That's what they're doing. I believe that's pitch number 115 if I'm paying attention. 116, that's okay. So 3-2. Struck him out. Briggs pumping him up. And I think we're going to be safe. Owen Baylor. Next up for Bixby. First baseman, Owen Baylor. And they're going to leave Hayworth in with a pitch count at 117, so he can, if he gets this player out, he can complete the game. First pitch, swinging, and that's driven deep but foul, thankfully. And I do believe Hayworth had a big smile on his face. Like, oops. Jack Williams, 1 for 2 tonight, base hit. Or excuse me, yeah, Owen Baylor, yeah, my bad. Owen Baylor struck out all 3 times. My apologies. Owen Baylor steps in high, 1-1. So Baylor struck out all 3 times. He jumped on the first pitch and tried to do something with it. Couldn't. Pitch 120. He's getting ready to leave the right hand, Tate Hayworth. And it's in there for a strike. And it's 1-2. Don't forget, tomorrow night, Brandon McCombs, Union Soccer right here. Girls at 6, boys at 8. The 1-2. Struck him out! Go to your room! Union takes game 1 on a 10-pick strikeout. Or 10 strikeouts. I'm excited. By Tate Hayworth. What a performance by him and this entire squad as Union takes out Bixby 7-3. So our next broadcast, as I said earlier, tomorrow night, the Union Sports Network brings you soccer as Enid comes up to town. Brandon McCombs, girls at 6, boys at 8. So for Joanna Estrada, producer, director Andy Irwin, I'm Jim Douthit. Red Hawks win, ladies and gentlemen. The Red Hawks win. Good night, everybody.